Tonight, Royal Darwin Hospital stands down 2 doctors amid student sexual assault allegations. Darwin's new Lord Mayor Conrad Scalis takes the crown from Katrina Fong Lim. The battle to supply Australia's first killer drones. And skydivers celebrate their sport at a festival in Bachelor. Good evening, Kristy O'Brien with ABC News. 2 male doctors at Royal Darwin Hospital have been stood down while investigations take place over sexual assault allegations. The claims have been made by 2 female medical students doing placements at the facility.
Royal Darwin Hospital is usually a place for the sick and injured to seek treatment.
Darwin has a new Lord Mayor after Conrad Scalis surged to victory on preferences in the city's council election, while challengers failed to unseat incumbent members in other major centres across the territory. The result in Darwin brings the reign of Katrina Fong Lim to a surprising end.
Conrad Scalis is still getting used to his new title as Lord Mayor of Darwin.
A pedestrian has died after being struck by a motorbike in Palmerston overnight. The motorcyclist was riding along Arundi Avenue when he hit a 42-year-old man crossing the road around 8:30. He died at the scene. The 21-year-old rider suffered significant but non-life-threatening injuries and has been airlifted to Adelaide. Police want to speak with any witnesses. It's been more than 2 years since Ireland voted for same-sex marriage, but many in the Emerald Isle are once again taking great interest in the debate, thanks largely to what's happening here, down under. Both yes and no campaigners say Australians can learn a lot from the Irish experience ahead of the Turnbull government's postal survey. From Dublin, here's Europe correspondent James Glenday.
Rory O'Neill is probably Ireland's best-known drag queen.
Now to the weather. Sunny and warm throughout the Northern Territory today. The Gulf of Carpentaria coastline experienced some morning fog. It reached 33 in Darwin and on the Tiwis today. Dundee Beach 31. Elsewhere 37 in Berry Springs and Jabiru. Perhaps an indication of those higher temperatures looming as we move towards the build-up. 36 today in Katherine, Nhulunbuy 31 and Borroloola 35. In the centre, Alice Springs topped 32 with an overnight low of 6, Uluru 33 and Tennant Creek 34. Around Australia today, Brisbane 25, Sydney 19, Adelaide 22 and Melbourne hit 17. There is some patchy cloud over southern parts of the continent, but mostly clear skies dominated in the territory. On the synoptic chart, a trough associated with a cold front over southeast Western Australia will move through southern parts of the territory overnight. Interstate tomorrow, rain forecast in Melbourne, Canberra, Hobart and Adelaide. Windy in Sydney and a top of 28. Brisbane, overcast conditions expected. To our north, thunderstorms in Bangkok, Singapore and Guam. Widespread rain across the other major centres. Around the territory tomorrow, Uluru will reach 23 degrees, Alice Springs 24 and much warmer in Tennant Creek, looking to hit 34. Further north, a top of 36 in Katherine. Windy conditions predicted right across the top end. Nhulunbuy 31, Borroloola 35 and Daly Waters 37. In Darwin and Wadair, it will reach 33 degrees, 35 in the rural area and 33 on the Tiwis. And if you're looking to drop a line on Father's Day, the morning low tide will be at 11:15. The afternoon high tide will be around 4:30. Seas off Darwin looking to be 1 metre with winds to around 15 knots. The sun will rise tomorrow at 6:48 and it should set around 6:43. And looking ahead, gradually becoming a little more humid during the next few days as the dry easterly winds eased and coastal sea breezes return to the top end. Most days sitting around the mid-30s with overnight lows of 21 degrees. In Alice, the week starts with sunny conditions and mild temperatures, warming up at the end of the week with some cloud cover also moving in. Temperatures will move into the high 20s and we're even looking at a top of 31 on Saturday. And that's tonight's news. Enjoy your evening. Good night.